Welcome to Stacking the Shelves for the weekend of September 8th. I have the door open to the office so you see cats. There's a kitten over here. You gonna come visit again? He's been doing really well, fitting into our household very nicely. And I think he's getting bigger. He doesn't really like to be held unless it's on his terms. So, I'm going to do my Stacking the Shelves for the last 2 weeks. I'm getting a lot of help. So I'll just get into it. I do have 2 books for review here. And the first one of those is Diamond Fire by Ilona Andrews. This is a novella in the in Legacy series. So yeah, he has my library puts little receipts into the books with your ID on it or whatever when you pick them up, and he's got one of those and he's running around the office with it. Anyways, so this comes out November 6th. I got this through Edelweiss, I believe. So I'll be reading this shortly. The next one I got for review is Grim Lovelies by Megan Shepherd. This comes out in October, and it sounded really cool to me. More than that, though, I'm just really a Megan Shepherd fan. I pretty much like everything she writes. I know that she's not for everybody, but I just really enjoy her writing style and some of the topics she does. She's always a little bit different from most of the young adult authors out there, and I enjoy that. Okay, then I did get an audiobook this week, or in the last couple weeks. I got Magic Triumphs by Ilona Andrews, and I am listening to this on audiobook right now. This is the final book in the Kate Daniels series. I believe it is the 10th and final book in that series. It's time for this series to end. The last couple have been not as good as previous books, so I'm pretty excited to see how everything wraps up. So yeah, that'll be good. And then the next 3 I got from the library. And so the first one of those is Nightblood by Ellie Blake. This is the 3rd and final book in the Frostblood series. This is a young adult fantasy series that I've really been enjoying. I'm very excited to see how things wrap up. As you can tell, there's a few series here that I'm getting that are wrapping up. Okay, the next one I got from the library is The Ancient Magus Bride Volume 2 by Kore Yamazaki. Again, they have the sticker over the author's name, so I have trouble figuring out what it is. This was in my to-be-read pile, I believe, that I did last week. I did not do a Stacking Shelves last week because we were out of town in Chicago. So I did get this a week ago, and I will be reading it next. This has been a really wonderful fantasy manga series. I really, really enjoyed the first volume. I liked the world and a lot of the story elements, so I'm excited to read this. And I love that my library carries it, because when there's a manga series, there's always so many volumes in it. It's hard to go out and buy them, so I'm happy my library has that. And then the last one I got, I had the complete volume of this on my wish list for a long time, and realized my library actually carries the individual volumes, so I went ahead and got this from the library as well. And that is Descender Volume 1, 10 Stars. And this is by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. It's about, I don't know a ton about it. It's sci-fi, it's about a robot. A lot of people said it's really good. For some reason I had the complete volume on my Amazon wish list, and yeah. So, that's exciting. So that's what I got. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So not too bad, about 3 books a week. I know I've been trying to stick to 2. My to-be-read pile is at 70 books now. Only 20 of those books are ones that are from a previous year. So I'm really happy about that. I've made a lot of progress on that this year. Anything else? So today is my anniversary. My husband and I have been married 18 years. So we've been talking about we'll have to plan something exciting for our 20th. Unfortunately, our anniversary happens at kind of a bad time because school usually starts the week of our anniversary, and we're all busy with prepping for that. My nephew has his birthday, and just a whole bunch of stuff happens. Yeah, so it's always really chaotic, and then all of a sudden it's oh crap, it's our anniversary. Are we gonna do anything? I don't know. No, we're kind of busy, so hopefully we'll plan something better in 20 years. The only other thing I'm going to talk about briefly, and I'll try to be brief because I have a serious issue with this right now, is Amazon. So I've been part of the Amazon Vine program doing review for 10 years. I've been purchasing things from Amazon for 18 years. And when I logged into my Amazon Vine program account this morning, there was a note on top saying I was being removed from the program. And I was like, well, okay, it's been good while it lasted, not a big deal. I sent the Vine team a note saying, hey, why am I being removed from the program? I just wondered if I violated some review policy unknowingly, because I try to be very careful, to be very good about my reviews, or if there was I'd been part of it 10 years and it had been almost exactly 10 years, that's the limit, you're out of the program, whatever. Got no response from them. My mother, who is also part of the program, sent me a note saying, well, maybe it's because you're 10 years. When did you do your first Vine review? So I went and I checked my reviews, and they're all gone. I have nearly 3,000 reviews on Amazon, and my reviewer rank is in the 1400s. I used to be a top 1,000 reviewer, but I haven't. I've been busy with other stuff the last few years, so I haven't been doing quite as much reviewing. But every single review I've ever written is gone. My whole profile is wiped. So I was a little bit upset, because if you do the math, that's I think it was 800 hours of work or something like that to write all those reviews. I contacted Amazon, and they're like, yeah, no, they basically said that it would be resolved in 24 hours. And of course it wasn't. So I contacted them again, and I said, was this because of some review policy violation that I didn't know about, or what's going on? They said, no, there's no violation. It's a technical error. We're going to get it fixed. And that was 4 days ago. So then I found out, I went on to review one of my books I review on Amazon, and it's barring me from doing any new reviews. So not only did I get kicked out of the Vine program, all 3,000 reviews that I had on there are gone. And in addition to all of that, I can no longer review anything on Amazon. So I've been really frustrated. I feel like I've been a loyal customer and promoter of them for 18 years. Usually I don't have anything but good experiences with their customer service and with Amazon in general. But I am very irritated by this, to say. I just been kind of depressing and kind of demoralizing. It's he's demoralizing for a lot of reasons, right? I spent a lot of time personally on this. Are the reviews really meaningful if they just go and randomly pull thousands of them without explaining why? And if it was a technical issue and they lost that much data, why do I want to buy stuff from them? How do I know they're not going to just lose my whole account? Big portion of my account is missing right now, and they're not responding. They're not doing anything about it. And I understand that they're a huge company. They can do whatever they want, right? I get it. But we are going to start as a family pulling away from Amazon. They've been a big part of my life, right? I do audiobooks through them. I do Kindle through them. I buy most of my household goods for them. We buy most of their clothes for them and most of their pet stuff from them. And we're going to stop doing that at this point. I'm concerned enough about this issue that we're going to pull away. I got a Kobo now. I'm going to start trying to do EPUBs more. Because I can get those for review just as easy as the Kindle files. And we're going to set up to do more audiobooks and EPUBs from the library. And stop using Audible. Stop using Amazon for Kindle. Try to spread our business around anyways. Buy more books from Barnes & Noble, because they deserve business too. And, buy our pet food from other places. And something I think that it's not necessary. I was pretty upset about it, but I think maybe it's a good thing. I can get some of my life back. I'm not going to be doing as many reviews. It's time to move on and do something else. And it's time to not give Amazon so much business. We shouldn't have been doing that anyways. We are kind of supporting a company that's trying to monopolize things. So we'll spread that around and try and take a positive attitude about it and move on. I'm going to contact them a few more times, and then I'm just going to let it go because I don't need the stress. And really, it's time to start a new chapter in my life. And so that being said, I probably will be keeping the blog open for at least another year, but I am going to start pulling away from that as well and stop dedicating so much time to reading and reviewing and move on to new hobbies. I've been doing this pretty much as a second job for the last 10 years, and about every 10 years it's time to switch hobbies. So before that we did a ton of animal adoption stuff for 10 years, and now I'm doing this blog stuff, which worked well with a small child, and I'll probably pull away from that and do something else. Maybe I'll do some more volunteering or something. So anyways, that's my drama that's been going on this week. We are having beautiful weather here. I've been loving it. It's highs of 70, beautiful fall weather. It gets down to 50s at night. My favorite time of year. Ken's been doing great. He's doing great with the other cats. My son started middle school, and he has also been doing really good. So all in all, everything really good except for this little Amazon issue. And my new job has been great. I've been loving that as well. So that's all I have to say. And I know this is a longer post, and I apologize. If you don't, hopefully you just stopped at 6 minutes in if you didn't want to hear all the Amazon crap. Anyways, I will talk to you guys next week. I hope you got a lot of great books and that you have a great week of reading ahead of you. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.